Hello and a warm welcome back to the Derrylin Diaries, the podcast where big stories come from small voices.
We're your hosts today. I'm Adam McCusker.
And I'm Jodie Maguire.
And we are both pupils at St Leonard's Primary School, here in the best village and county in Ireland, Derrylin, County Fermanagh.
Every single episode, we dive into the heart of our community, bringing you the voices, stories and memories of people we admire. And today, we are so excited to introduce you to our next guest.
That's right, Judy. I'm buzzing for this one. Okay, listeners, just a quick reminder before we begin that here on the Derrylin Diaries, we follow a fun format of 5 questions with.
Okie dokie, listeners, the time has come to find out who our next guest is and who today's 5 questions with will be.
Today's guest is a true cornerstone of Derrylin. He's the kind of man who everyone knows, whose words carry weight and whose passion for his community is unmatched.
Whether he's organising events in Acklamad, directing the mummers, or sharing fascinating bits of local history, you'll find that he's a fountain of knowledge, effortlessly blending kindness with wisdom.
From his deep connection to the roots of Derrylin, to his natural gift for storytelling, this gentleman is as much part of the landscape as the Knocknunny Rock itself. So without further ado, we're thrilled to introduce Mr. Derrylin, Brian McManus!
I am totally shocked and surprised and excited and a bit nervous, by the way, as well.
We just want to thank you so much before we begin for making the effort to come to our school and participate in the Derrylin Diaries. We are beyond grateful and excited.
Well, Jodie, it looks like there's nothing else to introduce, so let's get started. Okay, listeners, as we previously mentioned, our podcast structure follows a fun format of 5 questions with. And in today's case, it's 5 questions with Brian McManus.
So, Brian, if you don't mind, we're going to begin by bringing it all the way back to the beginning and where you grew up. We want to remind all the listeners that we wrote letters to each of our guests and asked them to bring in an item that represents their childhood. So today, Brian, we would like you to tell us where you grew up, what your chosen item is, and why it reminds you of your childhood.
Firstly, the question being where I grew up. I grew up many years ago in the townland of Aughercillimod, or as we call it locally, Acklamad. You did ask me to bring a few items, and they happen to be trophies, and I'm not boasting, by the way. All these trophies I got. 3 trophies. The first one, believe it or not, as a young lad, I was involved in Irish dancing, and I won numbers of medals. You wouldn't have thought that. Oh, this is fishing. I love fishing. As a young lad, went on to the Lough Erne, round the rivers and all the rest, and was involved in many fishing competitions down the years. And there we go. This is as a result. So that's that one. And I think I might have one more here. I have. And is it? Oh, it's fishing as well. Oh, to heck with that. But a number of things. And as I say, I did forget me wee mummer's hat, which I really enjoy and loved as well. So that's the sort of thing that I've been involved in down the years.
So our next question, Brian, is all to do with school. What we would love to know is, when you were younger, what school did you go to, and did you have a favourite subject? And also, do you have any funny memories from when you were at school?
Firstly, I went to, as I said earlier, to Acklamad School, and that's the way we pronounce it. If I'm nice about it, I will say Aughercillimod. That's the school I went to, and I then moved to Enniskillen, to the Fermanagh College, the technical college there, where I would have done engineering and all things like that. But we had very little facilities. There was no such thing as computers, no podcasts, no computers. Discipline was a big thing in the school. Oh yeah, what's that there?
Oh, a stick.
That's a stick. What do you think that was used for?
Whacking people that were naughty.
Well, you're not far away. That's exactly what it was. The teacher in our school, and they had this here behind the desk. So if any of us were caught doing anything which was out of the way, he would have brought you up and say, right, hold out your hand, and he'd tell you what it was for. So people held out their hands, and I'll give you 3. 1, 2, 3, right? But then some of the lads there thought, we will sort this one out. So what he would do sometimes when his rod broke, he'd send them out and cut more rods out of the hedge. So what they would do when they went out, they would get a knife and they would cut a track in it, and it would be something like, whenever he did the smack on the hand again, it would break. The boys got some idea that if you put a hair across your hand, so the girls that pull a big long hair of the girl's head, and they put it across their hand, and bang, and the rod went like this. So those were the funny things. Those were the sort of things. But it was a different world we're in today, and thankfully we don't need these anymore. The teacher stood in front of the class, as per usual, which still happens today. But in our school, there were vents for to let in the fresh air, right? But apparently one of the days we were sitting very attentive to the teacher, what she was telling us, and the next thing, bang, in come a missile through the hole, down onto the teacher's desk. You know what it was?
What?
A turnip. Followed by a potato. So, my God, we thought, we're being bombarded. They've come out of space and they're going to put us out of it.
On to question number 3, the one we love. Brian, we would love to know, if you weren't doing the job you do now and you could choose to be anything, absolutely anything in the world, what do you think you'd be and why?
That's a hard question, you know. Look, I have had a career in the electrical industry, and I've had, I suppose, a career in community, and that still goes on today. And I'm very happy at what I'm doing, and I hope to be able to continue with that. So there we go.
For question number 4, we are going to get to know you a little bit better and try to dig a little deeper. Brian, we would love for you to tell us a story or tell us something that very few people would know about you. Only if you're comfortable, of course.
I'll just give you one example, maybe where I was hoodwinked or whatever into a journey to Belfast in 1984, where I was told I was going to, it was a meeting of various funders throughout Northern Ireland, and I was invited on behalf of the community to be part of that and to get to learn and get to know more about community funding. So when I arrived in Belfast, in a large building, there was a lot of people, lots of people from government and all the rest. And I said, oh, Jeannie, why am I here? So only to discover I was called forward and I was awarded a cup for my work in community throughout Northern Ireland. Oh, big surprise for me, and that's one story. So.
That's pretty good.
I'm sure you're glad to know that we're on to our final question. Well, this time we would like to ask for some advice. Brian, as you might know, myself and Adam are going to big school next year, and we were wondering, what advice would you give a Year 7 pupil who might be a little nervous as they enter secondary school?
Okay, Jodie, I know you're leaving, and I suppose it's not an easy move. However, I think the people that you are, your P7 class, are a very confident group of people, and I think you will fit in very well in your next school. But I suppose there is a few things. Be yourself. Whenever you go to secondary school, just be yourself.
Very important.
All right, and I think that is important. And I suppose the simple things like, you know, when you go there, you'll find it strange, you'll be moving classes, you'll be up and down meeting others on the corridor and all the rest. But you will get used to that over a short period of time. Get to know the timetable, simple things like that. Know what books or pencils or whatever you have to bring, make sure you have all with you, because some of those classes, it'll be very short. It might be only a half an hour or whatever, and move to the next. Always make sure you have everything with you on the day for whatever subjects or whatever you're going to do. The other thing is just connect with others. Talk to others, speak with them, and listen. And especially listening to your teachers and your peers in the school, throughout the school. Listen to what they're telling you. And you know what? If you ever cross a problem in your school, something that's worrying you, never let anything worry you, because if you're worrying about something, go to the teacher. There's always people there, and just talk to them about it. And no doubt you will survive it and you'll get on very well. And just on that, just to wish you all a very, very successful career in whatever you do in the future.
Thanks so much, Brian. Are you all questioned out?
Questioned out, yeah. I don't want to hear another one.
Do you think you'd have time to do a quick fire round of the game, this or that?
Sure, why wouldn't we?
Here we go. Number 1, tea or coffee?
Oh, tea, the good old tea, yeah.
Bookworm or binge watcher?
A bit of a binge watcher, aye.
Number 3, time travel to the past or time travel to the future?
Oh, I think time travel to the future.
This is a good one. I think you'll enjoy this one because we know you love the bingo.
Oh, yes.
Two Little Ducks 22 or Kelly's Eye number 1.
Ah, I love the two little ducks.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
A more serious one now, Brian, but very important. Number 5, Lords or Knock?
Oh, I'm going to have to say knock.
Irish country music or American country music?
I think the Irish country music.
Yes.
Best for me.
And number 7, a drama show or a music concert?
Well, I think I'll have to go for the drama. I've been interested in drama for many years, so I'll go with that one.
Breakfast or dinner?
Oh, I was almost saying both, but I'll go for breakfast.
And number 9, newspaper or radio?
Yeah, well, mostly newspaper.
And now for the finale, Brian. One that causes many confusion. What is the correct pronunciation? Aclamad or Auchnakilimad?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
There is confusion over that and will be into the future, but my pronunciation of it, the locals, is Aclamad.
Yes.
However, if we're talking to somebody up in Belfast, it has to be Auchnakilimad.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Well, would you look at that, Adam? Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you so much to our wonderful guest, Brian McManus. It has been fantastic having you on the Derrylin Diaries and as an amazing member of our Board of Governors for many years. And we are so appreciative for you taking the time to come and join us and tell us your story. It has been an honour to interview you.
And thank you to all our listeners at home for tuning in to another Derrylin Diaries episode. We will be back in the next few weeks with another exciting guest. Remember to keep a close eye on our Facebook and TikTok page to see who we've got lined up next.
But for now, it's time for us to say goodbye. So it's a slam from me, Judy Maguire.
And a slam from me, Adam McCusker.
And everybody in our Derrylin Diaries podcast team. Slam!